Hi guys, it's Jessica. Here for, wow, a second video on the same day. Really in a video mood, I guess, because I like talking about dolls. But this video I'm reading it on my screen right there, so if I keep looking down there, that's why. This is the 15 random questions tag that I've been seeing some BJD people do. Resin Wonders had done it, and the Underground BJD, which I need to subscribe to her. Subscribe, there we go. And an Annandale, she had done it too, and I found it really, I found everyone's answers really entertaining. So the Sugary Cupcake, I think that's her Instagram name. I think that's her YouTube name too. So I've seen some people doing this and it just looks fun. So I thought I would do it. It's not directly doll related, but here's my Chi-Woo Stewart to hang out with us. So, and I'm looking on the screen for the questions, but I have my answers written in my little field notes in here in my Cheek Sparrow. It is a tag, and if I was tagged, I don't know that I was tagged. It never seems to really matter much to me. And I probably won't directly tag people, but if you want to do it, then do it because it's fun. So, number one, it says, what's a nickname only your family calls you? And so I tried to think of something like, I think the biggest thing that some family members, and it's mostly the older family members, like say my mom or my grandparents, my dad, that sort of thing, they'll call me Marie, which is my middle name. My middle name is Marie, but like if some, like when I was in trouble or just when they were just being especially stern, or if I was in trouble, or sometimes if they were teasing me about something. So it wasn't just like an everyday calling me Marie in conversation. It was usually some of those sorts of situations, but that was the only thing I could really think of that I was called. Oh, I don't know, this one's not very PG, not very G. My mom, so I've got, let's see, how should I say this? I got boobs at a young age, like literally I was like 10. By the time I was 13, they were giant. But my mom used to call me Tits Mahone. So I just kind of remembered that, and I guess every once in a while she still will say that, but because it was just so dramatic how quickly it happened. So number two, what's a weird habit of yours? And they had some questions that were kind of saying like weird habits, and another one is nervous phobias, but weird habits. I tried to think of some things. I can't sleep. I have to have my head covered when I sleep. So I usually have a pillow and then the blankets over the pillow. So I sleep on a pillow and then I have a pillow like over my head and then the blankets over my head. And I have to be in like this little cave to sleep. Otherwise, I don't sleep well. So the other thing, I don't know if it's so much a weird habit, but I don't really buy clothes for myself. It seems like a lot of the things that I wear, and some of the things I like the best are things that other people have bought me. So I guess I do buy some things, but a lot of the clothes that are my favorite and that I wear really regularly, I didn't get myself. Other people have gotten them for me. And I've kind of always been that way a little bit. I dress my dolls. I think I express my fashion because I'm about comfort. I want to wear what's comfortable. I have a long day ahead of me and I want to wear something comfortable. and if I'm at home, then it's pajamas and sweaters, and I'm I like to be comfortable. It has to be comfortable clothes. Number 3 is, do you have any weird phobias? And so I don't know. I mean, I know what a phobia is, a pretty overwhelming fear that it has a meaning. So like some people, they have really debilitating phobias. I guess it can be a spectrum though. My phobia, I guess I would say, is zombies. I try to avoid any sort of like zombie movies or zombie shows. Everybody's like, it's been several years now, The Walking Dead, everybody, like, I don't want to have anything to do with that. Zombies really, really freak me out. Anytime I've ever happened to watch a zombie movie, I mean, I'm so disturbed and scared for like months or years. I find it really traumatizing somehow, and I don't know exactly why. Like, I know, like, it's movie, it's not real, whatever, but it really strikes a nerve, like internal terror, I guess. I guess it is a pretty frightening concept. So I don't find zombies entertaining. I don't want to watch zombies. Moving on. Number 4, what's the song you secretly love to blast and belt out when you're alone? I guess I'll sing along with the radio and stuff. I can't think of like a certain song that I do. And I wrote down here, the one thing that I do is I either, I don't know, singing. I'll whistle it, or I will, I don't know, this is, a lot of people probably don't even know what this is, but it's the Call of the Great White North. Rick Moranis, and I forget who the co-star was, but there was a movie called Strange Brew, and part of it was a movie based on an SNL skit where these two guys were Canadians and they had a show. It was the Great White North, and I don't know if anybody who is watching this even knows any idea what I'm talking about, but called Great White North. That's oftentimes when I sing that. I sing it to my dogs. I sing that to my dogs. That's like how I will call them or whistle it, and I've done that for 20 years. So if you've ever heard of that, but okay, because I'm a dork. Number 5. What's one of your biggest pet peeves? Let's see, pet peeves. So I kind of wrote some things down. Seemed like all the things I wrote down were like people interrupting or showing up unexpectedly, or I'm not big on phone calls, which I'm terrible. I should. I just like, if one of my family members is calling, like, they don't just call me to tell me something or ask me something short. It's like, I'm gonna be on the phone for half a day. And so I just don't answer the phone a lot of the times. There's a good chance that I don't have time or want to invest the time on somebody else's. Like, I know it's like, if I have the time and I call somebody, then it's kind of interrupting them, but I tend to not answer the phone because I just don't have this time to just be like, oh, I'm gonna be on the phone with you for 3 hours. And kind of sort of related to that is when people come to the house without like calling ahead of time or something like that. And I hate, like, if somebody comes to the door and they're like selling something. I freaking despise that. If you're coming to my door, you better be like a mailman with a package. I'm in my home. I'm not here to be advertised to, or like, I'm out in the world and I work hard. I'm out in the world and I'm dealing with people all day long. And when I come in my home, I don't want to deal with them anymore. I don't want them coming to the door and I have to like put on my public face and be talking to them. So, yeah, I'm an introvert. Yeah, I'm definitely an introvert. So I probably, a lot of people feel similar. Maybe you don't. But so pet peeves. And then the next question, number 6, is what's one of your nervous habits? Let's see, what did I write down? I had a hard time kind of thinking. Nails. That's what I wrote, nails. So I tend to do stuff with my nails, like flick them, kind of chew on them a little bit. I used to be a nail chewer when I was a kid. I don't do that so much as an adult, unless like there's a hangnail or something, so I'll do that. But I just kind of flick them and things like that, which I try not to do because I find it annoying when other people do that. So like, I don't want to do that either. But so I don't know. I couldn't really think of too many nervous habits. When I was younger, I used to kind of like do like a nervous laugh after every single thing that I said, especially if I was around other people or uncomfortable. And I don't do that so much. That was a long time ago that I used to do that. It's one of those things that I used to hate about myself. And I was always trying to not do it because it drove me nuts that I did. So I kind of stopped that habit. Maybe I still do it sometimes and I don't know it, but I don't do that so much. Okay, number 7. What side of the bed do you sleep on? So what are these questions? Are it's like, okay. I sleep on the right side. I've always slept on the right side. Even if I'm in a small bed, like a twin bed, I usually face towards the right, and there's like a chance that somehow I'll be more on the right. I've lived lots of different places where my bed was in different positions, but typically I like the wall to be to my back, and I like to face like outwards, and if I can be right, that's like my ideal. Like, I've been lots of places where my bed has been different positions and I haven't had that choice, but that's what I prefer. Like the back to my back, so it's protected. It just feels more secure. Let's see, what number am I on? Is this still recording? I can't tell. Are you still on? It's still on. Wow. Okay. Number 8. Number 8. What was your first stuffed animal and its name? My first, the one that I really remember is I still have it. It's at my grandma's house. She still has it there. So that's, it's a 40-year-old stuffed animal, because I think I pretty much had it since I was a baby. But it's big. It's a Wile E. Coyote. Okay, so it's a Wile E. Coyote. That's a Looney Tunes character, and it's pretty big. It's probably, I don't know, it's big. It's probably 2 foot tall, and it's got wire inside of it, so you could move his arms and his legs, and he had the long ears, and they had wire in it too. One of my very, very earliest memories, and I think I must have been probably about 3 at the time, when I've talked to family members about this memory, like the house and where we were in the circumstance. There was a heating register on the side of my bed. What you think about is like, holy crap, why would you have a child's bed like right up against this heating register? But that's what it was like, and my Wile E. Coyote fell between my bed and the wall, and its ear touched that heating register, and it's got a burnt ear. He's always had this burnt ear, like it's a little bit burnt. And he was my first patient. He was my first patient because even as a very little girl, I don't think I understood, veterinarian or, like would ever even have used that word because I was very little, like, 5. But I played veterinarian with him. I put bandages on him. He always had bandages somewhere on him, and I call them like I put a cast on him, and I would take X-rays. So there's like my recently, or sometime as an adult, I was looking through stuff, and my grandma still has a lot of this stuff. I found a folder full of these pictures of, because I drew x-rays, and it's like, oh, he's got a broken bone. I have no idea where any of this came from, how I got the idea. They didn't have Animal Planet. I mean, like, we had like 3 channels back then. We had PBS and like the 3 major networks. Like, we didn't have like, I didn't have the internet, so I don't know where I got these things or how it became a part of my play. I don't know if I went with somebody to the vet. I must have. So there's this folder of x-rays that I drew of Wile E. Coyote's broken bones. And I don't know if I think that's pretty fitting, because Wile E. Coyote, if you're familiar, was always chasing the Roadrunner, and he was always getting pretty badly hurt because those were very violent cartoons. So maybe that's where I got the idea that he needed a lot of bandages. I just don't even know. I was very little. I don't know at all. Okay, moving on, because this video is so long already because I talk. Let's see. Oh, the screen just went dead. I think it was like, what Starbucks drink do you get? Come back, screen. What do you always order at Starbucks? So I personally am a big Starbucks fan. I like their consistency. By that I mean I can go to any Starbucks anywhere and ask for a drink, and they're going to make it the same way. And so I like that. I know a lot of people don't like their corporate and stuff like that, but whatever. I like Starbucks. I'm a Starbucks person. So, but if it's the fall, I'm a pumpkin spice latte groupie, I guess. It's like my absolute favorite. I love fall anyways, and then there's the pumpkin spice lattes. There's so many things I love fall and autumn, and I got cut off, so I thought I'd take this moment to show you Stuart's new eyes. If you can see them. So he's got these new Oscar eyes. They're just gorgeous. Okay, I was talking about Starbucks. Let's see. He's such a cuddly guy. I just love holding him. There you go, Stuart. His little hand. Okay, number 10. What's the beauty rule you preach but never actually practice? Always wear makeup. There's no excuse for not wearing makeup. Yeah, no. I used to be a lot more of a makeup person when I was younger. It's a much more spread. I go through times. I go through periods. I go through periods where I really wear makeup all the time, no matter what, and there's lots of times that I don't now. Lots of times, weeks at a time, where I don't wear makeup. So, and it's fine. I don't judge any people that doesn't wear makeup, but that used to be like a really strong opinion of mine. So, times change though, and you change, and that's okay. Let's see, where was I? Number 11. Which way do you face in the shower? Like, I don't know. This question is like, how many people go in the shower and don't move around? Like, isn't that the point? Is like you're washing your hair and your body and, you know, shaving, and like I'm all kinds of positions, all right? I'm all over the place in that shower. Like, women, when you have to shave your legs, you're all kinds of contorted, precarious positions. So that's a funny question. But number 12, do you have any weird body skills? I would say the weird thing about my body and the skills that result from that is I'm very, some people call it double jointed. It's very loose joints. I used to be able to take my thumb and almost touch my arm. I'm one of the things that happens when you have loose joints like this is that you get arthritic because the joints are not as stable as they should be. So I can't do that like I used to because of the arthritis in my thumbs. But I don't know if you can see it. Like, my arm. I don't know if you can see that. I didn't realize until a lot later in life, like I can bend my arm like that. I can put my head, I can put my leg, like I can lift my leg up and put it behind my neck. Like I said, I have arthritis formation, so I can't do that as well. I could probably do it. I won't, because it would look very, yeah. I'm not gonna do it. I'm like, should I do it? Because there's a good chance that I would probably hurt myself a little bit now because of arthritis formation. I'm not as limber as I used to be. But one of my doctors thinks that I probably have a genetic condition called Ehlers-Danlos syndrome. So it's basically a weak connective tissue. So it's a spectrum disorder. So but it's a very expensive genetic test to do, and there's not really any, like, there's no treatment. So it's just but that's why I'm much more prone to joint damage at this point. So anyways, interesting. Number 12. No, I just did number 12. Number 13. What's your favorite comfort food that's bad for you but you love to eat anyway? I like chocolate. I can't really eat chocolate so much anymore because of migraines and headaches. It seems to be a bit of a trigger for that when it didn't used to be. So I don't enjoy chocolate as much as I used to because it's oftentimes not worth it. Hamburgers. I really, really love hamburgers. And I am supposed to be on a paleo diet, which I don't follow because I like bread too much, but I like a hamburger. And there's healthier ways to eat hamburgers and worse ways to eat hamburgers. So I try, like when we make hamburgers, we try to, buy organic beef, and sometimes we've even made our own hamburger, so you know what's going in it. But I get fast food hamburgers, which I know is super bad for me and that I should not have for so many reasons, but oh, do I love them. Oh, do I love them. Anyways, number 14, what's a phrase or exclamation you always say? I couldn't really think of an exclamation that I say. I say and so I say like a lot, I hate it. Like, I really hate it. I try, like, when I hear like when I hear myself saying that, or like on a recording, I hate it. But it's very entrenched in my speech pattern, I guess, and so it's there. Moving on. This is the last question. Number 15. Time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? Oops, sorry about that. We got a phone call. Number 15, last question. Time to sleep. What are you actually wearing? I wear pajamas. So I usually wear like a really loose, baggy, sometimes large or men's t-shirt. I have some that I really love that are just kind of falling to tatters. Those are the best ones. I usually am wearing flannel or fleece pants, kind of what I'm wearing right now. So sometimes I'll wear a sweater to bed too, but nothing sexy, sorry. Like, I don't wear a bra or anything. I don't wear anything sexy to bed. I wear warm, comfortable things because I'm usually just cold. So, all right. So that's the last question. Thanks for watching. If you want to do this tag, please do, and I'll try to post those tag questions below so that you can see them. Hope you're all having a great day. I'll talk to you later.